Coffee spills, candy wrappers, the remains of yesterday's lunch. They're found on dirty office desks everywhere, along with bacteria. Some desks, though, are definitely dirtier than others. And as Kelly Crowe reports, that may depend on whether you're a woman or whether you're messy.
This is the office of CBC producer Alex Sprinston. Across the hall, the office of investigative reporter Diana Swain. Hers, clean. His, not exactly. Just an old stereotype? Maybe not, according to a new study that found men's desks had a higher level of bacterial contamination.
This is my bacteria. Whatever's here is my friends.
Biologist Scott Kelly set out to explore the bacterial landscape of 90 offices, collecting samples from chairs, phones, computers, and desktops. Using gene sequencing, the study discovered the desks were covered in hundreds of different types of bacteria, normally found on the skin and in the nose, mouth, and gut of humans. Chairs and phones were the most contaminated, and men's workspaces had 10 to 20% more bacteria than women's. So what's going on? The authors have two theories. Men are known to wash their hands less frequently than women, they wrote, but more likely, men are bigger. They have a greater surface area for bacterial colonization and might shed more bacteria into their surrounding environment. In other words, it's not really their fault.
Right now, I know that bacteria coming out of my mouth and little invisible spitules, little globules of spit coming out. There's nothing you can do about that.
Scott Kelly says his study does not prove that men are slobs, but just ask a cleaner what her research has shown.
A lot of papers, a lot of little sticky notes, crumbles, and I guess the fingerprints.
Or ask office dwellers on Bay Street.
I can relate to that because I work in an office and I see some men doing some nasty things.
I wouldn't be surprised. Men aren't the cleanest people out there.
The good news is there's nothing inherently unhealthy about all of this bacteria crawling around the average office cubicle. Most of it's harmless. And even though this study was funded in part by Clorox, the researchers say there's no point in trying to sanitize your office space because where there are humans, there will be bacteria. Kelly Crowe, CBC News, Toronto.